Angle.
Parabola.
Aerodynamics.
Bottle rocket.
Aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is the air that moves around the object. This word pretty much describes how planes fly. Anything that goes through the air affects aerodynamics. It is the study of how gases interact with moving objects.
Studying the motion of air around an object allows us to measure the forces of lift, which allows an aircraft to overcome gravity and drag, which is the resistance an aircraft feels as it moves through the air. Everything moving through the air, including aeroplanes, rockets, and birds, is affected by aerodynamics.
What's in a bottle rocket and how do they work? The purpose of putting fins on a rocket is to provide the stability during flight. That is, to allow the rockets to maintain its orientation and intended.
My first modification for my bottle rocket was the nose cone. The nose cone was not only used for extra aerodynamics, but also for increased weight. The second modification was the fins. The fins were purely used for stability during the flight, so it would help the parabola of the bottle rocket.
Angle. If the angle is too high or too low, the rocket won't go far enough. The angle needs to be at 45 degrees. It needs to be at 45 degrees because it is in the middle of going straight up or straight down, which will give it the best distance possible. As you can see, the angle is too low here, and it's not going very far, it's only going up to here. If you had a 45 degree angle, it would be over here, but that's a low angle. And if it went too high, this would be the effect that it caused. It would just go straight up and come down very quickly. As you can see here, the 45 degree angle goes further than anything else. Gravity will also affect this because what goes up must come down. But the steeper or shorter the angle is, the quicker it will come down, depending on the circumstances it is in.
Parabola. What is parabola? Parabola is the trajectory of something. Trajectory is the path followed by something moving or a projectile flying. An example is a rocket. When a rocket launches, it leaves a trail of smoke. This could be the trajectory. Another example is when throwing something. As you can see from the picture below, when someone throws something, the way it falls is the parabola. Many things can affect the parabola. An example of this is environmental factors. Environmental factors can include wind, humidity, and rain. Throwing a ball at a 45-degree angle on a normal day with no wind will cause the ball to travel a long distance. It also travels a long distance because no environmental factors like wind, humidity, or rain will cause it to slow down. Throwing a ball at a 90-degree angle will cause it to travel a shorter distance than a normal throw. This is because since the ball is thrown at a 90-degree angle, this means it will be thrown up, causing the force of the throw to be focused up and not ahead, which will cause it to travel a short distance before landing. Throwing a ball on a windy day when the wind is blowing the opposite direction makes the distance traveled reduced, which makes the landing point shorter than the original one. This is because when thrown, the force of the wind pushes back the ball and fights the force from the throw. Throwing a ball at a 90-degree angle on a windy day where the wind is blowing the direction the ball is thrown makes the ball land further than the original landing spot. This is because when thrown, the force of the wind will push the force of the ball, causing it to travel further.